Hi everyone, and welcome to our Marketing for Schools training video for I Give Catholic 2021. My name is Joanne Beck, and I am the Director of Brand Marketing for the Catholic Foundation of Greater Philadelphia, and I hope that this video will help you feel a little bit better about planning and executing the I Give Catholic initiative this year, and will give you some helpful tips and best practices for marketing your school. So just as a reminder, this video is specifically on marketing tactics for schools that are participating. However, CFGP has several additional training videos available to you at our website at www.thecfgp.org/igivcatholic. And you can also access these training videos on our YouTube channel at the URL shown here. So just a couple of quick tips of how to market your school. The number one thing that we always love to tell people is you must tell your story. So I know that this seems pretty obvious when you do any sort of marketing for a school or any other type of organization, but it's especially important during the I Give Catholic initiative. The point of I Give Catholic as a whole is to bring together the Catholic community for the purpose of giving together on the same day for the same purpose. So you really want to remind your constituents about why they support your school, why it's so important to the school community, and why they should support it specifically for I Give Catholic. So obviously telling the history of your school, how long it's been in existence, accomplishments that the school has achieved along the way, and what their past support has done to help the school get to where it is today. You can tell your story in a variety of different ways, whether it's through videos or photos of the kids, or email blasts or direct mail marketing. There's obviously many ways to get your story and your message across, but making sure that you never lose sight of why you're doing this and why you're fundraising for your school is obviously the most important. You can also decide on a call to action. You don't have to do this, but this is just something that we make as a suggestion. So you can use I Give Catholic as a specific sort of fundraising initiative for a specific project or program that you may need additional financial support for at your school. So maybe you're trying to implement a new extracurricular activity or purchase new equipment for a specific class. You can actually make the I Give Catholic initiative support that program or project that you're working on directly and let your donors know that. So again, you don't have to do that. You can make the initiative just support your school in general and for general purposes. But if you wanted to give a specific project or program to entice donors to help you reach your goal, that's an option. And then last but not least, knowing your audience. Again, this seems like an obvious one, but it's something important to remember when you're doing any sort of fundraising initiative. You want to remember who you're speaking to. In this case, you're speaking to parents of students who clearly love and care about your school. That's why they send their children there, as well as alumni who obviously feel very close to the school when they're themselves and probably still support your school in some type of way. So playing to those strengths, remembering that this school is important to your alumni, to your parents, to your children that you're teaching, and marketing your messages appropriately to those audiences. So many helpful resources are available to you through I Give Catholic. We'll have most of these that you see here on our CFGP website, but you can also access these through the I Give Catholic main website as well. If you need that link, it's www.igivecatholic.org. So the first one on the list here is the marketing toolkit. I cannot stress enough the importance of the marketing toolkit and the flexibility and ease that it provides when you are doing your planning and execution of the I Give Catholic initiative. This toolkit really includes everything from social media and email copy that you just have to kind of plug and play. You can change the name of who you can change the language of who you're talking about. So again, you would just plug in your school's name and use the copy already provided to you. They have social media graphics already crafted for you that you can pull from the toolkit. They have several different marketing strategies that you can use both digitally and through direct mail if you choose. And there's so much more. The toolkit is very extensive, very easily laid out, and does a lot of the legwork for you. So we highly suggest and recommend using this marketing toolkit. The communications timeline is really just a recommended timeline to keep you on track with your important dates leading up to the Giving Day, which this year falls on November 30th. So that will just remind you of key dates coming up, deadlines such as registration ending or when advanced giving begins, just to make sure that you have your giving page up and ready to go. You have social media drafted. Again, just recommendations of when you should have certain milestones completed. And it's just a guideline, but it is very helpful and was very helpful to participants last year. I think I mentioned this already, but there is sample copy available for email and social media outreach. This is primarily found in the marketing toolkit, but the I Give Catholic website itself also has this material available. And again, it's nice and easy where you just have to literally plug in your school's name. And if you wanted to adjust the messaging, you could, but you wouldn't have to because it's already framed as a call to action and request for donations. Digital graphics, these are things that you can post across your social media accounts. So the I Give Catholic logo, pictures of I Give Catholic initiatives in years past. These are things you can make on your own as well if you wanted to, but again, you didn't have to because I Give Catholic has already done it for you. So these digital graphics are really helpful just to make your social media pages look nice and uniform with the I Give Catholic initiative. And last but not least, webinars and training sessions. The I Give Catholic website has a bank of previously recorded webinars and training videos that are available to you literally at any time. So we highly recommend watching those if you haven't already, as well as watching training videos by partner organizations like CFGP, like the one that you're watching right now. So some best practices for marketing your school. Obviously, you want to get the word out early. So registration for I Give Catholic opened on August 16th. You have plenty of time until advanced giving begins. That doesn't start until November 15th. So you really have several months to get the message out to your students, to your alumni, to your parents, and any other networks of donors and constituents that you feel would be interested in I Give Catholic. You want to ensure that you personalize your I Give Catholic giving page. So you may have noticed when you registered, and if you have not registered yet, you will see this, that your giving page is completely customizable to you. So we encourage you to add photos, add video if you have it, add your mission statement, and have the branding as far as colors and fonts be very similar to your school's branding that you use every day. You want to make the page look as much like your own brand as possible, so that way when your donors visit it, they can see the affiliation. And speaking of the giving page, you always want to make sure that that link to your giving page is included in any of the communications that you create. So any email or social media that you're utilizing throughout the campaign, always including that giving page link specifically. We just don't want people to get confused and maybe visit your school's website accidentally and think that that's where they make their I Give Catholic gift. Obviously, would be great if they make a gift to your school anyway, but for it to count towards your I Give Catholic total, it needs to be made through your giving page. So just remembering to always include that link to the giving page in any communications that you may have. Utilizing all resources available to you, again, seems like an obvious one, but we just want to reiterate and stress the fact that I Give Catholic has done so much of the legwork for you already to make this initiative as easy to implement as possible. So please utilize all the resources and trainings on their website, as well as our website, thecfgp.org. And last but not least, I Give Catholic, the organization, will host live webinars throughout the campaign, which are extremely helpful to attend. So you can actually register for those as soon as you'd like at www.igivecatholic.org. So here we're just sharing some marketing ideas for schools. Obviously, you can branch out and do more than these, but these are our recommendations and the easiest to implement, quite honestly. So the first one is sending communications about I Give Catholic home with students. This is a super easy one. Actually, I Give Catholic has flyers already created, again, utilizing those resources. There are flyers that are already created on the I Give Catholic website. that you could use to print out and send home with students so that the parents are aware of the initiative. You can discuss I Give Catholic at any PTA and staff meetings to ensure that everybody's on board. Create special communications for school alumni. This is a really important one. You want to let your school alumni know that the I Give Catholic initiative is happening, when the giving day takes place, and when advanced giving opens. And I'll give you a reminder of those dates on one of the next slides. But engaging your alumni is a really great way to get to access additional funds for your school for this initiative. You could include the I Give Catholic logo and any additional information in staff email signatures. This is a great one because obviously anybody who communicates with your staff members will see it, and it might generate some sort of questions and interest in the initiative. Of course, post across all school social media accounts. You can not only generate posts that talk about the initiative, but you can even change your profile picture or your banners across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you may use. And again, these change in banners or profile pictures are already done for you if you would like to use the ones generated for I Give Catholic. There's actually a special page on their website dedicated to social media graphics that you can pull and use on your accounts. Video campaigns, this is a great one. We obviously live in a world that is very visual and very tech savvy, and most of the things that we do are done online these days. So if you have any videos of your students that you've used in previous marketing campaigns before, you can utilize them again just to promote your school and add them to your social media or even your giving page so people can watch those before they make their gift. And last but not least, a dedicated landing page on your school's website that promotes I Give Catholic. You don't have to do this, but we just find that if you have a special place on your website where information about I Give Catholic lives, it might be helpful to parents or alumni who are looking for more information about how they can give. So just a couple of reminders after I Give Catholic ends, we just want to say to remember to thank your donors in a timely fashion. I know as fundraising professionals, this is something that's ingrained into our brains, so we're of course going to be doing it, but a note on thanking donors. If a donor gift is made online through your giving page, they will receive an email confirmation that thanks them and confirms that their gift was made. However, if they make a gift towards I Give Catholic via check or cash, they will not receive that auto-generated email that's thanking them unless you go into your I Give Catholic giving page dashboard and enter the gift manually. This is actually super easy to do, and we'll be reviewing it on a different training video, and I Give Catholic has training videos on how to do this as well. But again, just a reminder, any online gifts that are made through your giving page, they will receive an automatically generated thank you and confirmation email. But if the gift is made via check or cash, they will not receive that thank you and will need to receive a physical thank you from your school or have the gift entered into the dashboard so that they can receive that automatic email. And then some key dates to remember, we've kind of already touched on these, but please don't forget, November 3rd is actually our registration deadline. So if you are watching this video right now and you're not yet registered, you have plenty of time, but registration does close on November 3rd. Advanced giving begins on November 15th. This just means that your donors can finally start making their gifts via online or through check and cash, and culminating in the actual I Give Catholic Giving Day, which is on November 30th. And donations are eligible to come through until 11:59 p.m. on the 30th. So you have about 2 full weeks so you can actually generate funds for your school towards I Give Catholic and then be counted. So we hope you enjoyed this short video on marketing for schools. We hope that the I Give Catholic initiative seems a little less intimidating now that you've watched this training video. And again, we have others available to you if you'd like to watch those as well on our website, www.thecfgp.org/IGiveCatholic, as well as on the I Give Catholic website itself, www.igivecatholic.org. We're looking forward to having you be a participant this year, and thank you so much for your time.